My name is Juan de Toy. I am a group manager for procurement and planning in DISTELL. DISTELL is a alcohol beverage company, and we have basically three categories: spirits, wine, and also ciders, or RTDs as they call it.
So, Fawn, you've worked with many businesses and SAP service providers. What makes Transform's connecting supply chains different to your previous experiences?
Yeah, Lisa, I think what I appreciated the journey that we've had with Transform was not just a focus on the system integration, but also on the process integration, understanding the business processes and joining up those business processes with the system capabilities. In my past experience, I've often seen as a heavy focus on the system, almost like, getting people to be conform to a system approach rather than sticking to your business processes and making sure that the system actually complements that. That was the one thing. And I think the other thing that I really sort of enjoyed was the fact that there was a capability framework created with the structured routines, so that you didn't just leave the team at the end of this process with, okay, now you've got the business process and the systems, you've got to get on with it, but actually leave them with a legacy and a routine that they can work with and use for training materials as well. That was for me maybe the two things that distinguished the journey with Transform.
And so, how would you rate Transform's skills in SAP functionality and their ability to understand your business processes?
Yeah, look, I think Transform is clear that they have a vast knowledge of SAP, not just the day-to-day functionality, but also the smart capability of SAP to help you to manage things by exception and not sitting with a lot of reports and so on. And I had the privilege to attend some of the training sessions where the functional competencies the individuals were tested on their functional competencies. And what I really liked was the fact that it's was very much focused on how the system could complement the day-to-day questions and root cause analysis and things like that. So, and there it came apparent to me that there's a deep SAP and functional knowledge into what SAP can actually do in the MRP environment.
And so, in light of that, what would you say to an existing SAP client, that's struggling with the adoption of SAP and its integration potential in terms of the value that Transform can bring to that organization?
Look, I think firstly, we've thought we had some super users and people with good capability and SAP understanding, as well as the business process understanding. And we tried to centralize our materials planning over a period of 3 years. And to be honest, we weren't very successfully doing it ourselves, because we lost a lot of time going through, almost like trial and error. And we just couldn't get momentum. And it became really frustrating to everyone. And I think in the end, if we look back, we would probably be much better off by just getting Transform up front. You helped us within less than a year to get a structured approach behind this, training our people up to be really confident in what they do, following a very robust routine process every day. I'm just very chuffed with what we've gone through, and I would say, if you want to start this journey, don't waste time like we've wasted time trying to figure it out yourselves. Get a professional company in like Transform to help you to onboard yourself, but not just onboard yourself, also help you to develop a certain discipline and routines and a framework that will help you to, when new people come on board, that they can be trained up fast and quickly. And conform to a certain way of working that helps you to get the best value out of the system.
Well, thank you so much for that. And is there anything else that you'd like to add before we end our meeting?
No, I maybe just for me, it was personally so encouraging to see how the confidence of our MRP team has grown gradually as they became more familiar with this process. And when they had their functional training, the real pride that they exposed, that they displayed through just knowing how to solve problems and doing root cause analysis with confidence, because they didn't just get the tools, they also got trained on how to use those tools. That was, for me personally, so refreshing to see.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and we appreciate your input and value that you were able to join us.
Welcome.